In 1795, a teenager noticed something strange on a small island off the coast of Nova Scotia. A depression in the ground, an old block and tackle hanging from a tree, signs that someone had been digging there long before he arrived. What happened next would spark the longest treasure hunt in history. Over the next 2 centuries, millions of dollars would be spent. Massive shafts would be dug. Lives would be lost. And countless searchers would become obsessed with one question. What is hidden beneath Oak Island? Because after more than 229 years of searching, nobody can prove what was buried there. Yet. Oak Island is a small island located in Mahone Bay, Nova Scotia. At first glance, it looks ordinary. But in 1795, a young man named Daniel Maginnis and 2 friends began digging at what became known as the Money Pit. Just a few feet down, they discovered something unusual. Layers of logs. Not naturally occurring. Placed there deliberately. The deeper they dug, the more mysterious the sight became. And that mystery would attract treasure hunters from around the world. As excavations continued over the years, searchers reported finding wooden platforms at regular intervals underground. Every 10 feet, another layer. Almost as if someone had engineered the shaft. Then came an even stranger discovery. Workers allegedly found a carved stone nearly 90 feet below the surface. Some later interpretations claim the inscription read, 40 feet below, 2 million pounds are buried. But there was a problem. The stone later disappeared. No verified photographs exist. And no one can confirm what it actually said. Still, the legend exploded. If the inscription was real, it suggested someone had intentionally hidden something of enormous value. But who? And why? The obvious explanation is simple. Someone buried treasure. Case closed. Except nothing about Oak Island is simple. As searchers dug deeper, their shafts repeatedly flooded with seawater. Engineers concluded that some kind of flood tunnel system might exist underground. If true, this would mean whoever built the site possessed remarkable engineering skills. But critics argue there's little evidence such a sophisticated system was ever constructed. Some researchers believe the flooding occurred naturally through limestone channels beneath the island. Others believe treasure hunters themselves accidentally created many of the conditions now considered mysterious. In other words, some of Oak Island's greatest mysteries may have been created by the search itself. Throughout the 19th and 20th centuries, numerous companies attempted to solve the puzzle. Each believed they were on the verge of a breakthrough. Each encountered new obstacles. Collapsing tunnels, flooded shafts, equipment failures, conflicting evidence. By the 1960s, the search had become increasingly dangerous. Several men tragically lost their lives during excavation efforts. This fueled an old legend known as the Oak Island Curse. According to local folklore, 7 people must die before the treasure is found. Today, many investigators dismiss the curse as superstition. Yet the story continues to follow every major expedition. Modern technology has transformed the hunt. Ground-penetrating radar, seismic imaging, deep drilling, underwater exploration. For the first time in history, searchers can investigate areas previous generations could never reach. Yet the island continues to guard its secrets. Perhaps the most famous theory suggests pirates hid treasure on Oak Island. The name most often connected to the mystery is Captain William Kidd. The idea is appealing. A hidden island, secret tunnels, buried riches. But there is very little direct evidence linking Kidd to Oak Island. The theory remains largely speculative. Another theory proposes that members of the Knights Templar concealed sacred artifacts on the island. Supporters point to unusual symbols, historical coincidences, and alleged connections between medieval Europe and North America. Some even suggest the Holy Grail or lost religious documents could be hidden there. The challenge: no verified evidence has ever confirmed Templar activity on Oak Island. Some researchers believe valuable documents, military supplies, or politically sensitive materials were concealed there centuries ago. This theory avoids the need for mythical treasure. Instead, it suggests something important, but not necessarily valuable, was hidden underground. Again, evidence remains limited. This may be the least exciting explanation, but many historians consider it the most likely. According to skeptics, early discoveries were exaggerated over time. Stories grew larger with each retelling. Treasure hunters interpreted ordinary findings as extraordinary clues, and a legend slowly evolved into one of the world's greatest mysteries. If that's true, Oak Island may represent something even more fascinating than buried gold. A mystery created by human curiosity itself. But then came one of the most intriguing developments. Modern investigations uncovered traces of human activity on the island dating back centuries, before many believed significant settlement occurred there. Artifacts, structures, evidence suggesting people were doing something unusual on Oak Island long before the mystery became famous. Not necessarily hiding treasure, but clearly leaving behind a story that remains incomplete. This discovery changes everything, because even if no treasure exists, someone was there. Someone altered the island, and no one knows exactly why. After more than 2 centuries of searching, Oak Island has produced countless clues but no definitive answer. Was there ever treasure beneath the island? Did medieval explorers leave something behind? Or has the world's longest treasure hunt been chasing a legend from the very beginning? What do you think is really hidden beneath Oak Island?